All right, and welcome back, guys. Now, I actually recorded this video yesterday, recorded the entire thing, was ready to go, and midway through kind of getting ready to start editing it, they released the Street Sweeper publicly for everyone to use, and it kind of had to change the entirety of this video. So what we're talking about here is one of the main goals we have been working on this channel since we have gotten DM Ultra and Dark Aether. That was the first thing we went for. After that, the very first thing I did is I wanted to get every single weapon mastery calling card. Now, when I recorded this yesterday, at the very bottom here, you could see that I did not have the Street Sweeper calling card, and I was like, well, obviously we don't have this one because it doesn't exist in the game yet. However, they added it right as I went to start editing it, so I'm like, well, crap, now we got to go get that. We got to go get those mastery calling cards for the Street Sweeper, which we did, and we are here now. I was hoping there would be something really cool when you unlocked this, because this to me is probably the hardest section to max out in this game in terms challenges wise, and it's kind of what I wanted to go for first. So this is the weapon mastery calling card for every single weapon in the entire game. As you can see here, Dark Aether and Dark Matter. I was really hoping there'd be a super mastery calling card that maybe be right here that you'd get when you got both of these, because not only do you have to have DM Ultra for this, but you have to have Dark Aether, and then you have to go a step above that, because we had to go and get a ton more kills in zombies to even finish this off after you get DM Ultra and Dark Aether. So it's kind of a step above doing that. Now, if you guys are curious what exactly a mastery calling card is for a weapon, if you go into the create a class menu and you go to the gunsmith, you can go to the weapon mastery section here. Now, to unlock the mastery badge and the calling card for this, you have to complete all of the other 5 challenges here. So that means the first thing you got to do is you got to get the gun gold. So you got to get the gun gold, you got to get it max level, and then you have to get 500 eliminations if we're talking about the multiplayer side of things. You also have to have the generic calling cards done for the class, but you'll have these done if you already have DM Ultra and our Dark Aether. Now, the multiplayer ones weren't too hard. You can get those done fairly quickly. It's just 500 kills, and you can knock quite a few of those out a day just by, you know, playing Nuketown. 500 kills really isn't that much. Now, however, when we go to the zombie side of things, this is what took us a little bit longer, because same thing here. They have the same sets here. These are equivalency. If you get, if you have Dark Aether, this is almost likely done. You got to have gold. Got to have the weapon max level. But then you have to get, well, the knife was a bad example, actually. Let me go to an actual weapon, because the knife is different. For every bullet weapon, you have to get 5,000 eliminations. So you have to get 10 times the amount that you had to in multiplayer, which it is zombies. You're not playing against actual players, so it's pretty quick. But it still does take longer to get 5,000 kills with the weapon in zombies than it does in multiplayer. And essentially when you do this, you unlock the calling card and you unlock the emblem. And we currently have every single one unlocked in the game. And something really weird that I have noticed, and to me it's kind of mind-boggling, for some reason the new melee weapons don't have the calling cards in either multiplayer or zombies. As you can see here, you can still unlock the master badge and the challenge exists for it, but as you saw with the striker and the street sweeper and every other weapon, there was actually a calling card that you would see here. But for the hammer, just blank. They didn't make a calling card for this, which you can't just say because it's a DLC weapon, because the Street Sweeper is also a DLC weapon, and it was just added yesterday. And on top of that, the katana also does not have one. If you go to the katana and you go to the weapon master, you can see at the bottom there's not a weapon master calling card for the katana either. So I don't know if they plan to add these, or if they were just like, you know what, they're melee weapons. We just don't want to add them for this. It's clearly not a bug, because it looks to be working properly. They just didn't make calling cards for the sledgehammer, and they didn't make one for the katana. So maybe this is a pattern we're gonna see. They only make them for bullet weapons, and the knives and stuff just don't get the calling cards, even though the original knife had one. If you go here, the original knife did have a mastery calling card. It's just the DLC knives that they left off on. And as you can go here, I'll show you that the other 2 weapons they've added, if we go to the Groza, they did have one in both multiplayer and zombies for the Groza. So only the knives that didn't get it, so kind of weird there. But yeah, so this is done, and now we got to start working on getting everything in the multiplayer category calling card wise and everything in the zombies category wise. We've made quite a bit of progress, but definitely still a long way to go in terms of challenges here. We finished all in campaign. all in weapon mastery, so we'll slowly work on everything else. The main reason I did go for this one first is because if I thought there was going to be something cool you unlocked for any of the categories, I thought this was going to be it specifically, because like I said, you gotta have DM Ultra and Dark Aether for this, and I'd love to see a cool mashup calling card that you got for having all of these done. Could you imagine if there was something that was similar to this, but maybe it was orange, and to get it you had to have every calling card in the weapon mastery done? So to get it, I mean, you'd have to have, oh cool, UI error, thanks game. To get it, you'd have to have DM Ultra, you'd have to have Dark Aether, and then on top of that, you'd have to go a step above and really fully master out every single weapon. To me, it's like a missed opportunity. I mean, it doesn't even look like there's 100% calling cards in this game. When you get campaign, there's not a 100% calling card, there's just a 100% Dark Ops, and so I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities with stuff like this. We're going to keep grinding out, and I'm going to let you guys know when we get progress on this, what exactly happens, you know, when we finish off the rest of these and this and that. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, hey, look at that. You guys made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching to this point of the video, boys. I appreciate it. I do want to take a moment to give a special thanks to everyone who's decided to become a member. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and it definitely helps kind of grow the channel. You've helped us unlock some amazing emotes and a ton of other cool stuff like that, and it does really help support me and kind of let me continue in this endeavor. But I do want to give a huge special thanks to everyone who's taken it a step above. And I want to give a huge thanks to the first person in the world to become an Unlocker ++, dude. Slushy, you're an absolute legend. You were the first person to reach the final tier unlocked membership. Yeah, the Unlocker ++, the final one, the big one at the very end, dude. Slushy, you're an absolute legend, man. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I guess with that, we're going to roll out this video, boys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.